you're watching Movie Guide. I'm your host, Evie Carroll, and we're at the Fox Studio lot for the red carpet of Ferdinand. Let's talk to some of the cast and crew. Even though Ferdinand is an animated character, are there things you relate to in his personality?
Oh yeah, Ferdinand's got a softer side, and took me a while to show it, but I've always had it. Ferdinand's big, and he likes to use his strength to help folks. I can relate to that, and he's happy. He understands that every day that the sun's up, that he is, it's a good one. So.
Now, this story is also about, like, don't judge a book by its cover. Have you had a friend that became a friend after you were judging them or whatever?
So in my WWE existence, our job is to physically compete with folks and tell the story of good versus evil. And in a lot of those circumstances, we judge each other, talk trash about each other, and then when it's all said and done after the match, we kind of look at each other and go, maybe I was wrong about you. And I think the most definable experience between myself and someone in that universe is Dwayne Johnson. You know, I would, years ago, do anything I could to coax him back into a ring. And then when he finally got there, I realized how much not only I respected him, but I admired him as an individual.
Okay, I heard that you have a VW van collection.
Mm-hmm.
Jealous, first of all. Second of all, do you think Ferdinand would fit in one of those vans?
There's absolutely no way Ferdinand would fit inside of one of those. He could fit on top of one, but I don't know if it can handle the weight.
And talk about your character.
My character's name is Quattro. Quattro is one of the hedgehogs. There's 3 hedgehogs in this movie, and they're both there to basically help Ferdinand along with his quest. And I play the character Quattro. There's Uno, which is 1, Dos, which is 2, Tres, who no one talks about because he's missing, and then there's Quattro, which is myself. And, you know, I'm a little bit of the comic relief in the film, which is a lot of fun. When they approached me for the movie, I was already interested in it, but when they showed the animated clip with my voice already attached to it, I couldn't say no.
Have you had a friend that you kind of, you know, this movie's about, like, don't judge a book by its cover. Have you had a friend that you became friends with afterwards and first kind of...
I have a lot of friends like that basically are like, I don't know about this guy, and then later on we're having pizza. Yeah. So, you know, believe me, and I think they said the same thing about me too.
And you're the family-friendly comedian, and you do a bunch of family-friendly movies. What kind of motivates you to do that?
You know, I think when you do comedy like that versus going really, really edgy, you open yourself up to more audiences. More people want to see you, and you just become more brandable, and you know, you can have a longer career versus being somebody who's kind of like a shock comic in one day, gone the next. This is my 20th year as a comedian. You know, and I get to be asked to do films like this, which is awesome because this is in my brand. This is what I've always been doing, is just doing stuff that's open to everybody, family friendly.
And you can share it with your family. And
absolutely. Believe me, they're here. They're here for the free T-shirts.
Thank you. Where you know, bullying and everything like that, did you have a time period in your life that you kind of had to realize that you were confident in what you had?
Oh, I mean, you know, there's a time in all of our lives, you know, that you know, we have that epiphany, and you know, we become comfortable in the skin that we're in. Fortunately for me, that happened at a very early age, but I was bullied by Tomboy Terry growing up in Compton, California. So Tomboy Terry, woo! She was a handful. She could beat up most dudes in the neighborhood. I think she still could beat up most men now. Tomboy Terry, I love you. And we found each other a few years ago on Facebook. And I was just, and she sent me a picture, and a friend requested, and I'm looking, and I see the name Terry, and I'm like, Tomboy Terry from Compton? And she was like, yep. But yeah, no, we, you know, unfortunately, we all go through that. And I went through it at an early age, and so I understand, you know, the themes of this film, of, you know, anti-bullying, and being comfortable in the skin that you're in, believing in yourself, believing in someone else so they can believe in themselves as well, and just, excuse me, I'm sorry, and having faith, and you know, hopefully, you know, man, woman, and child can pull that, can take that away from our film.
And what kind of motivates you to do family films? Because you have a bunch coming out this year, The Star. Well,
you know, I run the gamut of filmmaking, but you know, to be a part of something that the entire family can see, that, you know, I have children. Yeah. You know, I make my decision on some films based on them. Yeah. You know, and just that. You know, I want to be able to sit here and watch a film with my children and be able to talk to them about the themes of the film and be able to talk to them about, you know, how aspirational and inspirational this can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you get this outfit from?
I wished to Santa 3 days ago, please deliver me the strangest present in the world that fits me well.
And it worked out.
I mean, obvio, yeah.
Do you have any more like this, or are you going to get any more?
I think after this I will burn this and then make a s'more from its embers.
Okay, so talk about your character in Ferdinand.
I play Hans, who is an evil bad guy horse, who has some very sassy dancing moves. I have some fun, non-violent arguments with Ferdinand.
Yeah.
And then, you know, things go good for everyone but me.
Now tell us the truth. Did you try the dance moves while you were in the recording studio?
Yeah, so the first session they said, please stop, the perspiration from your brow is ruining the microphone, so I had to replace the microphone. eBay, you can find some good vintage microphones. And then I learned, don't do that, you're not on camera, you know? I didn't understand.
What about your role today?
I play the bullfighter, El Primero, which is a very cocky bullfighter, but I think he gets to understand something in the film.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you can't tell us, right?
It's his last fight, and he really wants he wants to be successful. He's forgotten, and you know, like there's a part of the ambition that is treated in a very tender way, and then he gets to understand something. So yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see it.
I like your cross.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so what did you... When you first got asked to do Ferdinand, what were you kind of thinking?
I was really excited because when I would tell people about Ferdinand, they'd be like, oh my gosh, I love Ferdinand, he's awesome. So really being able to be part of something so iconic and being able to just kind of bring back memories, I think it's a really kind of big part.
Yeah. Were you able to go back and read the book and everything?
I was, and I really liked it. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see how the movie turns out, so...
Talk about your character.
I play young Guapo, and he's kind of tall. He's kind of tall, which is like the complete opposite of me because I'm really short. I'm 13, believe it or not. And he's really skinny. He's a really tall and skinny bull. He's kind of the lanky one. But he talks with a southern accent, and I actually get quite a bit, being from Nashville, Tennessee, that I have a southern accent. So we got a little connection going on.
How was that, doing the animation process?
That was a lot of fun, being able to do ADR and go in and see the animation. That was really cool. See how it all came together.
That's a wrap from the red carpet of Ferdinand. Make sure to check out the full review at movieguide.org.